A Utah man has been given chance after chance to stop hurting people. Well, now a Utah woman says that the justice system has a chance to stop her abuser's violence.
She reached out to KSL investigator Daniela Rivera, who reports on challenges in Utah's justice system in our series, Failure to Protect.
That knock,
and then we just hear doo, 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 doo.
Is a sound Joni Michael won't forget.
And I just booked it down the stairs. They all flooded into my house.
Put your hands up.
Salt Lake City police officers responding to a domestic violence call start to handcuff her ex, Caden Beckstrom.
You got me!
But he fights back, screaming profanities and racial slurs. Officers used a wrap to restrain him, then a hood because he kept spitting.
You good?
This is July 2023.
Things just got really bad really fast.
Joni says this wasn't the first time Caden became violent.
He wrapped his hands around my throat and started choking me. He pushed me to the ground, stomped on my chest.
But this day was the worst.
He picked me up and he slammed me on my stomach on my bed. And I remember feeling like the support bars under my bed snap.
Joni says she was 10 weeks pregnant at the time and later miscarried. Caden Beckstrom was charged with 4 felonies and 7 misdemeanors in those domestic violence cases, but was offered plea deals, a chance to stay out of prison. And if he went to treatment and followed his probation conditions, felony convictions for assaulting Joni and police wouldn't go on his record. At the time, Joni supported the deal because she wanted Caden to get help. But he didn't hold up his end of the bargain. With repeated violations, Caden had his probation revoked, then reinstated 3 different times. Then in September,
he hit me in the back of the head a bunch of times, and I don't know, wherever, just all over.
This Utah County man told sheriff's deputies Caden attacked him out of nowhere, completely unprovoked.
I didn't even hit him at all.
What's up, man?
Easy, Ruby.
What's your name?
It's me.
Now you might be thinking he's really in trouble this time. Wrong. Caden got another plea deal. Jail time, suspended. A fine, suspended. All in favor of more probation.
He attacked me while I was pregnant to the point where I thought I was gonna die. And they just keep letting him out.
Prosecutors in Utah County say their deal gave prosecutors in Salt Lake County another opportunity to go after real prison time.
In this case, it seems like he's maybe had a couple chances.
Right.
Salt Lake County District Attorney Sim Gill's office only prosecuted Caden in this case, the worst assault Joni told us about. He says the deal they gave Caden was appropriate given input from the survivor and Caden's criminal history at the time. But they structured that deal in a way that gave them options to come back and ask for the felony convictions and prison time without going to trial if Caden didn't clean up his act.
It's a compromise that's there, but that's the one that we came up in this scenario to protect everybody's interest.
So this deal gave him a chance to correct his behavior.
That is correct. And he didn't take advantage of it.
Caden has another court date in Salt Lake County tomorrow, where all those violations could finally lead to a prison sentence. He wrote this letter to the judge, asking to keep the felonies off his record. But prosecutors told us they plan to ask for a more serious consequence. And so does Joni.
You think it'll be different this time?
I hope so, but I don't have a lot of faith in that hope.
Our team will be there in court tomorrow, and we'll report on what happens. Deanie and Ashley.
All right, Daniela, thank you. There is help for Utahns experiencing domestic violence. The Domestic Violence Coalition can be reached at any time by calling 1-800-897-5464. That's 1-800-897-LINK.